Hey, sorry for not responding earlier. Been busy keeping Tina safe. Forget staying at her lowest.
See this out. No trouble here, people.
Oh, what the frick is that? What? Why are they jiggling? Steph, are you going to admit there? Literally.
Look at that happy family. It's moments like this my blood stripes were made for. They will reach quality keyword flag. Leave it to help.
This much time passed after I got attached to that character. I literally just got attached to this character. And then some freaking... Why was they treat me like that? This next one's called The Scary Vacation Story 3, uploaded by our good friend, Llama Arts. How you doing, Llama? Now, this was sent to us by Dario24000. So the rest of the samurai, just for the next, 10 seconds, move. Get out of the way. Ludacris said it best. Me and Dario right now. How you doing, my friend? My samurai brother from another mother. You sent in the story, and I appreciate you for it. Llama Arts. It's been a minute since we, Llama, you got that.
During my holiday, I spent about 3 weeks in Japan. I arrived pretty late, so I couldn't check into the hotel that I initially booked. So I booked the cheapest hotel that I could find nearby.
Okay.
Aesthetically, it was quite nice, but it did have easy access to the building, meaning anyone could come in and go to any room as they please. Plus, there was no security in sight. After arriving in my room, I ordered some food and watched some TV.
That's
I
what
was
you
still
like.
pretty jet lagged from the flight, so I started to get ready for bed. As I was falling asleep, I felt the urge to double check the door just to see if it was locked. I didn't think anything was going to happen, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Thank you!
About 5 minutes after I checked the door, I heard footsteps outside. Initially, I thought it was someone leaving their room, but the footsteps started to pick up speed. The sound started getting louder and louder, and I started to freak out a little.
Maybe they ain't
All of a sudden, the
footsteps.
sound stopped. I looked at the light shining through the bottom of my door. There was a shadow of a person. At first, I thought it was room service, but it was too late for that. Or maybe it was some drunk idiot who was in the wrong room.
Bro.
As soon as I switched my light on, the shadow disappeared. I was confused, but I reluctantly went back to bed. That's when I suddenly heard scratching coming from my door.
What?
So I immediately turned my light on and shouted.
Who's there?
After a moment of silence, I heard the footsteps slowly fade away. At this point, I was thinking,
He in Japan too. Probably don't know a lick of Japanese. I'm like,
Dare desu ka? Dare! Jisu
I was thinking there could be some kids messing around, so I got up, opened the door, and peeked my head outside. I glanced in both directions down the dark and slim hallways. That's when my heart stopped.
bro.
A man emerged from the darkness and ran
Bro,
erratically
close.
towards me. His
Close.
face was contorted as he screamed. I could see he
Dude.
was holding a knife in his
Close
right hand.
the door!
As he got closer, I could see him more clearly. He had disgusting long, dirty hair. His clothes were ripped, and he had cuts and bruises all over. I quickly slammed my door and pressed against it, praying that the man would just go away. After what felt like hours, I finally gathered my courage and looked through the peephole. He was gone. I let out a sigh of relief and checked the peephole again. My heart started pumping faster than ever before. He was right in front of the door. He was wearing a maniacal smile on his face, and all of a sudden he raised his knife and yelled,
I'm gonna kill you!
I jumped back and kept my
He's
hand
a regular
locked
white
on
guy?
the door as I backed up to my bed. I grabbed my phone and started dialing the police. As I raised the phone to my ear, I saw that the shadow was gone. When the police arrived, I tried to explain what happened, and they checked the security cameras. They almost immediately recognized the man. He had been doing this to people for a while now, and the police had been trying to track him down for months. After a long night of no sleep, I finally arrived at the right hotel that I had booked initially in Tokyo. That creepy guy was still on my mind, and I thought the chances of him being here were pretty slim, so I didn't bother locking my door that night.
What is wrong
At
with you?
12:05 a.m., I woke up to a big bang next to me. I turned around to see the same guy pass down on the floor with a knife in hand. I was in shock.
Are you?
How did he find me? I quickly ran out of the room and locked him inside.
How do you lock him inside the room?
I was finally arrested. Let's just say I'm always going to be locking my doors from now on.
Bro, we thought you was smart in the beginning. You're like, eh, there's no way he can know where I am. I'ma just leave the door unlocked. Even though it's literally zero work to lock
Pretty hot
it.
in here.
Next one's called Blonder Man. This is uploaded by our good friends over at Crit TV. What's up, Crit? Now this was sent to us by Colby Hartley. So everybody just move. Heart right down the middle. Skirt, skirt. Colby, you sent in a story. I want to know how you're doing. I want to thank you. Let's have a little heart to heart real quick. Yeah, nice little Sunday. I feel you. Yeah, just watching some for attention. You sliced her neck? What the freak did she do? Laundry. Yo, Crit TV gambling. Their videos are just my gosh! Is it that serious? Oh, it is that serious for her. Okay. My bad. This is a book out of Canny. You know she in dire straits if she carrying that around. I'm gonna use that. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, I'm about to get that one like a chair. Hello? Oh my gosh, she's dead. Oh! Bro, just start punching the curtains! Bro, I'm joking. I just joking. Look up! Alright, no, he did the opposite of what I said. Get out! Get out! Get out! Alright, 1v1! Bro, at some point, you just gotta turn around. Just start fighting him! Bro, you should have been tried that! Bro, come on. That's what he wanted? Here, take it. Oh! Look at him fight! guess you could say she got a deep cleaning. This next one's called Creepiest McDonald's Store Story, uploaded by Mort. Link will be in the description. Be sure to check out their other stuff. The story was sent to us by Noah Shea. Noah, I come to you with all the respect in the world. Your last name is Shea, right? I'm not trying to make you mad. Creepiest.
It was about 3 in the morning, and I was on my way to my job at my local McDonald's to open with one of my favorite managers there with me. She told me to text her when I got there so that she could let me inside. Once I pulled in, I noticed a man standing outside of his car in the farthest corner of the parking lot. He was shooting me this sort of menacing stare. Let me point out that it's completely pouring outside. I was really confused as to why this guy wasn't just sitting in his car. I then parked and texted my manager to let me inside. Seconds later, I noticed her at the door opening it for me. Upon walking up to her, I say my usual good morning. I was stopped mid-sentence by her rushing me inside and saying, "Did you see that guy outside?" I told her yes, and she proceeded to help me refill sauces, napkins, and things like that. My manager then told me that she's going to check the security tapes just to make sure that everything during the period that the restaurant was closed was okay. Minutes later, my manager called me into her office for whatever reason. She told me to look at the screen, and it showed that the same man was standing outside. The time was 12:47. She then fast-forwarded the tape to reveal that the man had been standing outside the entire time up until now. And at this point, it's about 3:50 a.m. I ran to the front lobby and I noticed him still standing over by his car. I figured, or was hoping, that he was probably just on something and he was waiting for us to open so that maybe he could get breakfast. I resumed filling sauces again and making sure everything was in working order, until I was abruptly interrupted by banging at the front door. I walked over and noticed the figure right outside the front door. It was the man. I yelled that we were closed and that he would have to come back later. That didn't seem to faze him as he continued to bang on the door. I walked away, figuring that he was just being an asshole, when suddenly I heard a loud crash. I ran to the lobby to see the glass door broken and the man beginning to step inside. I yelled for my manager and told her that we needed to leave through the back door. And we did just that. We booked it to our cars and both called the cops. They arrived in about 15 minutes and came outside the restaurant with a dirty-looking man in cuffs. They said he was hiding in the back janitor's closet with a large knife in his hand. So that's my story, and also the reason I'm never working early mornings again.
That animation is crazy. The last one for this week is called Hamster, Place As You Go When I Go. So I know that this is going to be crazy. Right? This is uploaded by Lee Hardcastle, evil genius that created Curtains. Y'all remember that one, right? I'm gonna be real, I'm scared to even watch this. That man is crazy. This was sent to us by J2 Cold. Jay, you a goon for sending this. That's all I gotta say to you. Hardcastle, chapter 1, Arrival. Oh my gosh. Oh. So you just got a hamster and you got a freaking
Firm offer personalized index investing, so I can remove a stock that doesn't align with my goals.
I'm a broker, not a barista.
Oh, looks like Schwab personalized indexing. Oh, wow.
So right off the bat, this kid got some hamster from somewhere without permission. He's way too young to take care of a hamster in there freaking. The freak is going on out there? Wow. This kid already hates this kid. Alright, hate is a strong word. I already don't like it. to have two hamsters that fought like that. Oh no! He's like, you got to be in my trap car. Wow! Alright. Trap car got activated. By the way,